When I say I don't like Republicans, this is what I'm talking about right here. You would think any human being that has warm blood through their veins, that heart beats regularly, would have no issue at all with someone getting their debt relieved, especially if the demographic of those that are getting their debt relieved are those that did not make possibly the money that the next man made. This is why I don't like Republicans. Because instead of just being happy because your neighbor is getting a relief of any sort, you sue and you block and you spread rhetoric and you say things like you should have got a better degree. You should have been like me. You should have got a degree that made more money. How the hell are we united? Like, no, really. How are we the United States of America when your neighbor can't even get a leg up without you bitching because it's not fair? I'm just confused. Anyway, the Supreme Court said Thursday that President Joe Biden's student loan debt forgiveness program will remain blocked for now. But the justices agreed to hear oral arguments in the case in February. That's February 2023, with a decision expected by June. Nearly 2 weeks ago, the Biden administration began notifying people who are approved for federal loan relief. About 26 million people had already applied to the program by the time it was frozen, prompting the government to stop taking applications. That challenge is brought by two individual borrowers, Myra Brown and Alexander Taylor, who are not qualified, check it, not qualified for debt relief forgiveness, and who say they were denied an opportunity to comment on the Secretary of Education's decision that provided targeted student loan debt relief to some. So because they didn't qualify for full debt relief, they're going to block everybody from getting anything at all. Now, some people say that Biden knew this was going to happen, but decided to push it anyway so that he can say, you know, hey, I washed my hands of it. I tried. It is what it is. I disagree, because I think the easiest way, if that was the case, was to push for Congress to put it in the House. It would have passed the House, but it would not have passed the Senate because there was a tie and you needed a certain amount of votes. Then he can say, well, we got to vote next time to get more people in the House and the Senate. But what he did, he used a loophole with COVID relief that allows the government to ease the tension, the financial tension of its citizens by way of education or student loan relief. That's the same loophole that is allowing them to freeze student loan payments. So I disagree with that whole that he did it on purpose. Now, here is the good news, all right? The good news is, as things stand, the payment pause will last until 60 days after the litigation over the loan forgiveness program is resolved. Now, remember, they won't give a decision till June. So we have basically, if all things as they are, you will not have to make a student loan payment either ever if this erases your debt, or until at least 60 days after June, whether the Supreme Court rules in Joe Biden's favor or these sorry Republicans. All right? So that's that.